And here we go.
In 5, 4, 3.
Call to me, lands far away.
Elves have forests to protect.
We need to build a wall.
Dwarfs their mines. Men their fields of grain. But we Harfoots have each other.
For I must now wander this wandering day.
We're safe.
You have fought long enough, Galadriel.
No.
Put up your sword.
The enemy is still out there. The question now is where?
It is over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Darkness will march over the face of the earth. It will be the end, not just of our people, but all peoples.
Everyone! I am sorry, but their time has come.
The past is with us all. The past is dead. We either move forward or we die with it.
This could be the beginning of a new era.
Away I must wander this wandering day.
To him finally being lionized in the prime and his prime. Fuck.
Do it!
Shit.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Luke went from being... Oh, no. Welcome, Slayer Nation. I have some great news for you today. I hope you're all doing great. Nope, that didn't work. One more.
You have failed me for the last time.
Welcome, Slayer Nation. I hope...
If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
That is eating away at what you love in order for it to shine. And one man's vision is... Sometimes you don't have to make things better for them to be great again. You merely have to Okay. Hollywood continues to slow boil the culture and crazy. Well, right now, Spider-Man actor Andrew Garfield has stepped up and he's fighting motherfucker.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
And unbearded dwarves, but Prime didn't stop there. They stapled in intersectionality, individuality, biddiga-dig-bee, biddiga-dig-boo.
So it begins.
At my signal, unleash hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, George the Giant Slayer.
All right, at some point it's going to end. We're almost there. You know what that means? Slayer Unchained is back. And I'm in the producer seat. How are y'all doing? It has been, 6 weeks? Oh, 8 weeks. But we return. What a great day to see you all. Jose Taco. Man, I love seeing you the other day on Based AF. Eric K, King of the Mods, is here. Lord Thought, King of the Gentlemen. Plus, I'm going to be joined by a very good friend, someone I just met only a few weeks ago, but she's come very close to my heart. We have Vex Electronica is joining us. Dante will be here in a moment. How you doing, Vex?
Whoops, I'm still muted. My bad.
No problem.
You know what? I'm feeling like a life force. Apparently, I made a tweet yesterday and it's gone viral.
Sweet.
And I just have like all of these beautiful tears feeling like my aura today. So
that's always
I only found out like 3 hours ago. Someone messaged me on Discord like, "Hey, you know you're going viral right now, right?" I'm like, "For what?"
Really? I gotta see this. I didn't see this one. Hold on. We gotta check it out.
I literally every time I post a video or a live stream, I just put the tweet out. It's just to let people know. And I guess I rubbed the wrong elbows or something with just announcing that Predator Badlands.
Wow. I love it. It says Predator Badlands definitely proves that Dan Trachtenberg is the wrong person to be leading this franchise. Premieres less than an hour. Hey, I watched the video, by the way, guys. You have to go check it out. I'm going to tell you, it is the definite word on Predator. And Dan Trachtenberg should be sent to a nursing home. Or
that's putting it nicely.
Yeah. Well, we're being a little kind. We got to get back in the seat. Ripper Ray, that is beautiful. Dragon Master, thank you for sharing that. Carol Hall, how are you doing? CM Lane, my tongue slipped there, not in a good way. John Z, Starry Night, Brian Barth, how are you doing, my friends? Corbin Dallas, hey, I love that name, Corbin Dallas. Fifth Element, beautiful film.
Oh, that's one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah, they tried to make a sequel for it. There was rumor about it, and Gary Oldman had shot it down. So did Bruce Willis. I mean, this was years ago.
Good. It didn't need one. It's such a tight little story. It doesn't need more.
Hey Josh, always good to see you. That's funny. It's like we always got sequels when I was growing up, but it wasn't for every single franchise. Jaws got sequels. Smokey and the Bandit. But it seems like now they're like, a movie does well, and the next thing they do is like, okay, greenlight the sequel. Joker, Folie à Deux, or
it's just for the money now.
Foreskin.
Just
Horrible
for the
film.
money now. Yeah.
But next year, I promise you, 2026 is the sequel, recycled, retreaded, reboot of the decade. Gremlins 3 coming out, which and a part of my childhood in me is excited to see it because it's been 30 years.
It's Gremlins. It's iconic. Yeah, a lot of
they're
people
working on Goonies, even though Josh Brolin is saying, I don't know how the hell they're going to do it. Are they going to do it with us in walkers? Is it going to be our kids? You also have anybody remember Rush Hour with Jackie Chan? You remember Rush Hour, Vex?
Oh, loved watching Rush Hour. Grew up with those.
What's his name? Not Chris Rock. What's the other guy?
Chris.
Jackie Chan and
somebody
remember it was Jackie Chan and who? I got the best chat anyway. Who was it in Rush Hour? Jackie Chan and Big Mouth. Funny Big Mouth.
It's not Chris Hansen. I don't know why that one's popping up.
Chris Tucker. Thank you. You saved the day. Thank you for that, Chris Tucky. Yeah, it was Tucker. So they're going to do Rush Hour 4. Rush Hour 4.
Wait, didn't we already get 4?
But it doesn't stop there. Literally anything you can think of is getting a sequel. You also have Disney has decided to retell the tale of Sleeping Beauty, called Aurora this time, and is set in Mexico. But they didn't learn their lesson from Snow White. Just saying. Oh, Mexican Iron Man is here. My intrepid producer, who we started it all with. Trump is disappointing the last 2 weeks. What say you? I agree with you wholeheartedly. I do. I fully support Trump. I love Trump. But when he messes up, I call him out. This whole 50-year mortgage thing, the bringing back the H-1B crap, Mexican Iron Man. I don't know why he does it. It's like every 3 months, right on the dot, he's like, well, we really need H-1Bs because Americans suck. And you're like, what? And then 48 hours later, you'll hear, that's not really what I meant.
It's almost just to play up the headline.
The only reason I said that was because of the fact that the American education system has done a great disservice to its American citizens. But yeah, I have not been happy with what he's done. I have not. Do not lick anyone's boots or bow down anyone. Thank you, my brother. So we start off with a piece of good news. The last forgery for sculptors in France called, and I'm going to butcher it now, Atelier Monsieur. Did I say that right? Atelier
Not
Monsieur?
sure.
I don't know. They are going to give a gift to the American public on our anniversary next year, 250 years strong. And they're saying it's going to be a grand sculpture bigger than the Statue of Liberty. Something deserving of 250 years. What do you think about that, Vex?
Not interested.
Redemption. It's one of their sketches.
Well. Can you hear me, George?
Am I not hearing you again? Or is this just... It is! The damn cord came out!
I was talking this whole time, George.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, my cord came out. So I'm sitting here yapping away and Vex is talking. Y'all heard her and I'm just like going over her. Oh, well. Apologies. You next time, like, send me a hand signal. Maybe I'll understand it better.
Oh gosh. This doesn't. I don't care for why. What's the why? Why?
They say they want to commemorate the 250th anniversary of America, and they want to deliver something that will kind of like reignite everyone's passion to look up to what America stands for, what America is.
A lion? Is that?
That's one of them. The other one that they had, they haven't officially released it. They are only giving hints. Let me go here. Here was the other one that they were sharing, something similar to this.
Isn't that already like a famous piece of art?
It is, but they're giving you hints. They're not showing exactly what they're doing. They're saying it's somewhere between these two. And it will be taller than the Statue of Liberty. I don't know. I think it's kind of like a little bit patriotic. We need a little bit of that. You know, one of the things I will say that I do love about Trump, and I think he's right about that, is that for the last 40 years, our architecture, especially in government and corporations, is very dystopian in many ways. It's very utilitarian. It doesn't uplift you. I mean, when you go to Europe or you go anywhere else in the world, you see the architecture from years past.
Yeah, modern contemporary. I can't something. It's called something like that. But I agree. It's just it's the neutral, like grays and browns. Everything is square. Everything fits together like they're pegs and holes kind of deal. There's no character to any of the buildings. So I agree. I actually find that this is just from my experience going up and down the East Coast of the United States. But I find that even with some of the new modern architecture that comes in, like when they build a new McDonald's or something like that, there's still enough in the area that you can see the new builds carry some of the character over, or even just like simple little things on like what they choose to use for the bricks or stucco on the houses. It still carries over nicely and it blends in. But then you if you come to Canada ever, which I don't recommend you ever do.
I was in Toronto a couple of years ago, 3 years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I went to the Greek section. I had some fun.
Oh, Greek town is nice. I'll give you that. But like with Canada, there's no character whatsoever. I like if you go to Toronto or Vancouver, you'll see little bits and pieces. There's like Quebec City looks like it's straight out of Europe, basically, which is quite nice. But everything is just like these bland skyscrapers, like just windows. Like they try to be unique with it. So we have like a Twizzler for an apartment building, like outside of Toronto, and there's another one that kind of looks like a long butt plug, but they're all just this like bland, like that reflective glass that you see on office buildings. They're all that color. And then all the other buildings are just gray. The sidewalks are gray. There's no trees anywhere. It's depressing. It's really depressing.
You know what that reminds me of what you just said is the have you seen the pictures of Obama's presidential library that people made fun of for the oh god, I gotta show you this just because it's good fun. They compared it to the Death Star. The Death Star, here it is. It's just funny looking at it. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. And Verbal will be here in momentarily.
No problem.
Wrong one. There we go. Right one. This is it. That's it.
That was a library?
That is set to be his presidential library.
But it's still under construction though.
Right, but the way it is, people have been calling it like the Death Star, like Star Wars is calling.
It looks like do you remember that movie Equilibrium with Christian
Oh
Bale?
yeah. Hell yeah.
The big main like city building or whatever that he goes into before like the final fight takes place. It kind of looks like that, which also was a dystopian hellhole. Oh, that's ugly.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it is ugly as hell. It's just a block. Again, it's this. Somebody said it in the chat. Where did you say brutalism? Yeah, there we go. Josh Hammond, always on target. Brutalism architecture. It is. Now, on a good note, this woman, Massimo Atina, proves that if you have enough love, enough passion, dedication, you can do anything. Anything. I just love. She's a violinist and she's brilliant.
Wow.
It was her passion her whole life. And she didn't give up till she could master it. I was
How is that mechanism on? So it looks like it's coming across her chest there.
Right.
Is it responding to?
It's her shoulders. She there was an interview in Japanese, and I can't find it anymore because I pulled this a week ago to share today. And I don't know if I'm searching wrong, but she was explaining how she's basically had to develop a way where her shoulders have almost the sensation or the expressive musculature of an arm and fingers.
That's crazy impressive, actually. She must also give like one hell of a titty fuck, but that's neither here nor there. So sorry. Oh no, I broke it in 20 minutes in.
Wow, there we go. One arm titty fucking. Hey, what will they think of next? And here we have Verbal Riot.
Yep, finally made it, man.
Yeah, we're just talking about one arm titty fucking. I
I would like to see that. I didn't even know this was an option.
I didn't either till Vex brought it up. I was like, okay.
If you've worked your shoulder muscles to have the same movements and whatnot as arms and fingers, I'm just
I would love to see a breast fight.
Oh wow! Well, yeah, he does it.
I don't even know what that would look like, but I'd like to see it.
Hey, not all black people look alike. Damn it! They're saying you look like Morgan Freeman.
Wow, really?
That's a compliment, actually. Hold on.
I do. I know that, but it's like somebody said that.
Am I looking that old?
No. But you know what? I watched 3 nights ago after Vex got me on this Predator binge. I went through all the Predator films. And when I was done, I went back and rewatched the original again, kind of a palate cleanser. And then I don't know what it was, but it popped in my head. I haven't seen 7 in like 4 years. I put 7 on. And every time I watch it, I'm still in love with it. 7.
You didn't go see it. Got an IMAX release earlier this year, I think in January.
I didn't know that.
They released a 4K DVD like a couple weeks after that. So the IMAX re-release was just like to promote that. But no, I totally agree. It still shocks me, a lot of that movie, and I've seen it like a million times.
And the thing is most people don't realize there was a loose sequel made of it because they wanted to make a direct sequel, but they never did. They made Solace, which originally, but not many people did. It was with Anthony Hopkins. It was supposed to be a subtle direct sequel, and then they rewrote it in the end. It's like if you watch the whole thing, you can pick up a couple of references, but it's not very clear because they kept cleaning it up because there were lots of fights behind the scenes that they didn't want a sequel. And they were actually my friend from who I've talked about before, Patrick, from second grade. Mm-hmm. Who does ADR in Hollywood for several studios. He's now working on The Odyssey. Said, I know it's going to piss Verbal off, but it's pissed me off when I heard it. Might piss you off too. They are actually looking at a 2027 release of a possible sequel to 7.
What's the point?
Well, because because like everything else, they're thinking of bringing Pitt back. Like what happened to his character after.
We don't need to know what happened to his character.
We don't know. It ended the way it was supposed to end.
Right. It's ambiguous. It can go kind of either way. Does he take up the mantle that Morgan Freeman left behind, or does he completely crumble and kind of end up in a mental institution?
Or does he become a killer?
Or does he become a shell of himself? There's no need to explore that. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I was going to say the only logical way they can go about a sequel for 7 would be if they made Brad Pitt's character into some kind of like Hannibal Lecter character who's helping some new cop who's chasing down a serial killer, and Brad Pitt's in his cell doing his life in prison for what he did, and that's the only way I could see this working. But even then, why cheapen it, man?
Yeah, it's a point that I was going to bring up because we were talking about sequels, and I was saying there's going to be so many sequels next year. And we had them growing up, Dante. We had a lot of sequels, but
we had a lot of original movies too.
Right, but everything today gets a sequel. Like if it makes a buck, they're like, green light it. Just try it again. It's like everybody wants to complete the story or explain the story or give the motivation for every decision made. And I think that kills some of the magic. I mean, as a kid, I like that, but not.
I know we have a tendency to gloss about how cool the 80s and the 90s were, which they were, by the way. Very cool. Probably the 80s is probably my favorite decade of all time. But but still, we do have a tendency to gloss. And to be fair, there were some stinkers, man, that we got as far as sequels go. I mean, when I think about like Gremlins 2, and we got some pretty bad sequels. It's not like we got some good ones, but at least there was a balance of sequels with just good original stories, right? Good original movies. So at least we had that balance. We don't even have that kind of balance anymore.
Nope, we don't. Hell yeah, Patrick Robinson, you're right. How did you know? You read my mind. We were going to talk about Jessica Rabbit because a Jessica Rabbit film is coming out next year, the year after. The creator, funny enough, of the original got his rights back from Disney. Some law that Congress made allows creators to get their rights back. Writers.
Wait. So Roger Rabbit was originally Disney?
By what I recall. No, it was originally this creators, and he sold it to Disney, but after 35 years, he was able to get his rights. Well, let me just pull up the.
But I mean, Disney made Roger Rabbit, right? Like the film that we all know and love. That was from Disney. Okay.
Yep. Here it is. Jessica Rabbit. Might as well just jump into it. So there's a whole video with the creator, but he just takes too long to get to his points. Brilliant mind, just too damn slow. It's like he takes 10 minutes to get to the. He just does. It's just.
You know what though, man? I can't laugh because I've been there.
I have, but when you're in an interview, you gotta
you put a few gummies in me, man. I'm gonna be a little slower than I normally am. You know what I mean? So
it's because his tangents find tangents and then tangents, and you're like,
Ramble.
no, it's like just get to the damn point. So this is from the official website, I'mNotBad.com, which tracks everything with Roger Rabbit and Jessica.
There's a whole webpage for Roger Rabbit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah.
Actually, digging this up, there are a lot more than that. There's like little pocket universes where they just follow everything the creator does.
Wow.
So,
the internet is a magical place, man. Like,
it is. It is. So it says creator Gary K. Wolf, quote, I now have back the rights to all my characters on my books. I can basically do my own Roger Rabbit projects. And it talks about how it was first shared with I'mNotBad.com. They did a video on it. We won't go through the video, but long story short, he's going to be doing a series and a film. And if he praises Disney on top of it, because he says, remember the Robert Zemeckis video we watched probably like 7 months ago, Verbal, where Zemeckis was like he had a sequel, a script written with Jessica Rabbit, but he said no way Disney would shoot it because look at what they did to her in the theme park. They put a trench coat on her. He's
my God.
Yeah, they did. I think there's a picture of it here. They put a trench coat on her, and well, here it is. See, right there. That's at the park. Because they didn't want her to be sexy. Yeah. Oh, well.
Doesn't Minnie walk around with her underwear hanging out like the whole time, though? Like
pretty much.
Yeah, and you know what? So does Donald Duck. That motherfucker doesn't wear pants.
Right.
I mean.
He's just dangling in the breeze.
He is just out there.
What are we doing? The Little Mermaid was a 16-year-old girl in a shell push-up bra. Like, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
I agree, but the creator says Jessica will be bigger, bolder, and hotter. So he's going to do that.
Good.
And he said it's not going to be live action. It's going to be the same thing that we got before.
Good.
He wants to
Even
bring.
better.
He doesn't want to do live action. He just wants to stick to what worked and expand on them. The only thing he said was there was some type of debate about Toontown, which he didn't clarify.
I don't mind a sequel for this or a spinoff because it's been so long ago. Like we're so far removed from the original Roger Rabbit that I don't mind them coming up with something new and different for it now because enough time has passed.
Right.
So it's not like okay, we had this movie 2 years ago. Now they're greenlighting another movie. Then they're It's not Toy Story, right? We're not like on Roger Rabbit 5, right? So. I actually don't mind this. I don't mind them doing a spinoff of Jessica Rabbit, as long as they do it right.
Yeah, of course. Well, if it's in the creator's hands now and he's solely in charge, I can't see it going wrong. But there are many more sequels to come next year.
Oh, it's all sequels next year.
Yeah. So does anybody remember what the film was that kicked off John Boyega's career? And I'm not talking about Star Wars.
Oh, Attack the Block, man.
Yes.
I mean, to me, Attack the Block is one of the best sci-fi films in recent times.
Really?
Oh, I love Attack the Block. It's just such a good movie, and it's very, very UK. It's very British.
It is.
Okay, let me add this to my watch list then.
Oh yeah, it's a solid film. Well, the script is finished. They will start shooting in January.
Oh, they're doing a sequel?
Yep, the sequel. That's why I said which one was.
Wow. Okay.
Attack the Block sequel planning. John Boyega had hinted about it over the summer, and so he's returning to the film.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tempted.
You're a little tempted.
I'm a little tempted.
Me too.
Could a sequel work?
Could it work? It could if they returned.
Like no, even like without the cast or whatever. Like, did the first film leave it open that you could like reasonably do a sequel and it wouldn't feel like you were okay? Gotcha.
Yeah, it was definitely like open ended. I mean, there could definitely be a sequel to this film.
There could be another one after that. And who knows? Today they can make a whole universe. Let's find the aliens in their planet and then what their mommy fed.
And you know what? To be honest with you, man, I am definitely more of a mixed bag when it comes to John Boyega. You know, like I think he's a decent actor. Yep. I loved him in They Cloned Tyrone, which if you haven't seen that on Netflix,
I haven't seen it.
Should definitely watch that movie. It's buck wild with him and Jamie Foxx and great cast. But I think he complains way too much for the level of talent that he has. I'll put it to you that way.
Okay, I got you. You're saying
he's a decent actor, which means your complaint level can only be about this much. You know what I mean? Like I can see if you're like a Brad Pitt or somebody, then you could shout to the moon, right? But John Boyega, he complains a lot for the amount of talent he actually has. So.
What about Oscar Isaacs, who said the other day he wouldn't return to a Star Wars film till what Disney fixed its fascist problem or something?
But again, Oscar Isaac is a good actor, so it's kind of it makes it kind of. By the way, I don't like his politics. I think he's goofy. You know, I mean, the guy is talking about he's not going to go back to Disney until they apologize to Jimmy Kimmel. What the fuck is that? Right? Like what?
Or what are you blowing him, dude? It's like, come on.
Like this guy he was fine with Jimmy making jokes about Charlie Kirk's death, but him being suspended for 3 days, what was the line, right?
And they brought him back on top of it. They brought him back. So it's like, well, what's your point? What is your point?
I will say this really quickly though. I think when it comes to these kind of stories, we only get like half the story.
I agree with that.
I guarantee you this thing with Oscar Isaac has nothing to do with Jimmy Kimmel. This is about getting a higher payday.
Oh, you mean like this is a negotiation tactic?
It's a tactic.
That makes sense.
They're saying it's about Jimmy Kimmel and all this other bullshit. Nah.
But it's cha-ching. Show me the cheddar.
He wants more money. Yeah.
Gotcha. Eric K for $2. Verbal looking like Thomas Sowell today. Just joking.
Well, at least these are prominent black men, so I'll take it.
Well, the other sequels that are coming besides Gremlins 3 is Nicolas Cage is returning to National Treasure 3. National Treasure 3.
I don't think I ever saw 2. Was 2 any good?
I didn't see 2. I saw 1. 2.
I liked 1. 1 was a fun movie. I didn't mind it.
I didn't see 2 either, actually.
I didn't see it. And of course, we have Ocean's 14 is coming.
Oh, come on.
Is that with the original cast or like the sequel to the woman's one?
No, this is the original. Hold on, let me grab it. Plus the prequel. They're both filming at the same time. There is Ocean's 14 with Clooney. Andy Garcia just signed yesterday, bringing everybody back. But there's Ocean's. Was it Ocean's 0 or Ocean's 1? It's the parents of George Clooney's character who were thieves, and that's where he learned from.
So it's a prequel?
It's a 60s film. It's set in the 60s at, I think, the Monte Carlo Grand Prix or something. I gotta look it right back up. Yep, here we go. Andy Garcia says he's returning for Ocean's 14, filming eyed for 2026, and so everybody's coming back.
I don't get it.
They're going to continue it. The
only Ocean's movie I liked was the first one. I mean, I haven't seen any of the ones after that. No, that's not true. I saw 2. I saw the second one.
What? Ocean's 13 wasn't bad. The script was just kind of all over the place. But like the cast kind of brings it together because everyone's bringing their all and the chemistry works or whatever. So I couldn't finish Ocean's 8, which was the all-female one. It just seemed too ludicrous. Like
I
women
didn't even
can't work
bother.
in women can't work together. Like, what is this? So
Who was the lead in that one? Because whoever the lead in that one was is supposed to be the sister of Clooney's character.
I think it was Anne
Sandra
Hathaway.
Bullock?
Or
Was it
was
Anne
it
Hathaway?
Sandra Bullock? Hold on, let's see. Ocean's 8.
Because that's what the
Sandra Bullock. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Anne Hathaway was in there though.
That's what the prequel is supposed to be. It's George Clooney's character as a kid and his sister as a kid learning from his parents how to be master thieves when Ocean's 14 comes out. So they're going to have the prequel and then the next one.
Yeah, that's a hard pass for me.
But I did like the concept of 1960s Monte Carlo Grand Prix. It kind of like, if you didn't focus on the kids.
Yeah, don't focus on the kids. Don't bring them back. Just call it Ocean's 10 and go back to do it that way.
Yeah, it has what's her name from Wolf of Wall Street and
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie, yeah. Margot Robbie's the mom.
Well, she's hot at least.
This will be post-baby Margot Robbie though.
Yeah, still hot.
No, she's still hot, but not as tight as we all remember her from Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, of course not. No,
Yes.
absolutely not.
And for anybody who loves Sam Rockwell, he's got a new film coming out. A teaser was dropped yesterday. I'm a Sam Rockwell fan for half the stuff. Not all of it, but most.
He's a good actor, man.
Yeah, he is.
Hey! This isn't a robbery! I am from the future! And all of this goes horribly wrong. I come from a future which is totally, completely fucked. And I'm here to set it right.
Are any of you even listening to me?
You look homeless, bro. Fuck you two. I come from a nightmare apocalypse. This is the height of fucking fashion.
I don't know why. Sam Rockwell does something that just grabs your attention.
It's the charisma. He's got so much charisma to it. It doesn't even matter. I'll watch anything he's in, even if the movie is bad, because his performance alone is worth watching.
I think this is called Good Luck, Don't Die. I think that's what it is.
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yeah, good luck, have fun. Yep.
What we're dealing with doesn't interface with reality.
AI? Isn't that a thing already?
It gets a lot worse, honey.
Who's joining me? Who's ready to save the future? The revolution begins tonight!
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Excuse me?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're in for a really weird night.
That looks batshit nuts, man.
Yep. It looks Sam Rockwell in.
I'm in. I'm all in.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah. Hey, Yellow Flash, how you doing? Great to see you. Of course, this week we also had a bunch. I guess the last 7 days we had a bunch of celebrities just open their mouths.
Oh, you mean like a Tuesday?
Yeah, but it's a lot of them. It wasn't just one. You had Matthew Lillard, who I haven't seen in forever, decided to, I guess, up his coinage in Hollywood.
Fuck ICE. In this time, in this city, we need to lead with love.
We need to lead with love. Fuck ICE. That's what he said.
What was this at? What was that at, by the way?
I have no idea. something in LA.
That's become the safest thing in Hollywood to say is fuck ICE. Like that, if you want just a really cheap applause, say fuck ICE, and you'll have people standing up, clapping for you, giving you accolades that you don't fucking deserve, just because it's easy, it's not committal, right?
But does it do anything for him?
No. Well, well, look.
Like, does somebody give him a role because of that, or a bigger check?
There's many forms of kissing the ring in Hollywood, right? Many forms. So
which ring?
That's one of them. Right? That is one of them. Oh no, if you want to work in Hollywood, you all have to kiss the same cock ring. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Right.
And these people know where their bread is buttered. So the ones that speak out, or at least the ones that speak against the narrative, they're either very on top of their game where they don't have to worry about shit, or they're just not going to work. Or they'll get cast in a Taylor Sheridan show.
That's a good one.
All right. So I mean, this is kind of relevant. At least he's saying it at a film festival. But yeah, this is at a film festival that hosts like screenings of old films at Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles.
Gotcha. Well, good. I didn't know that. Well, thank you for that. I didn't. That's cool. It's cool to know, but it's the audience's reaction. You think one of them would be like, think for a second.
You're asking Californians to think?
Yes, for a moment, a second.
Hey, you know what, man? I hate to say it, and I'll get a lot of shit for it, but what's new? The people who speak up the most about this kind of shit, the ones who are like the fuck ICE people and all that, these are the white liberals, man. These are white liberals. I'm sorry. It's just, and I think, and I say that because, for a while you had a few black folks who were spouting that bullshit, but then they started to realize, you know what? Illegal immigration kind of affects our community more than anybody else's. Yep. So why am I saying fuck ICE, right? It's kind of like when Trump sent the National Guard, right, to those cities. And people were, enraged and, in an uproar about it, right? But then, like 2 weeks later, who was praising him for it? Black people were praising Trump for sending in the National Guard. Because guess what? Now their kids can, like, go to the playground without getting shot, or they could walk the street without getting mugged or raped. So,
well, look at Chicago. In just 2 weeks, homicides are down 22%. Shootings are down 38%. And a judge is trying to stop it today.
Of course. Because they don't actually care about this shit, man.
It's like
for them, it's a game. It's a political game that they're playing, and they want to win.
It's a horrible game where people, everyday people, are suffering. I think it was perfect because you posted this. Was it earlier this morning or late last night? I'm always looking for this clip, and you just put
oh
it
yeah,
on
I posted it yesterday, man. That's one of my favorite interviews ever of anybody.
It is.
There are many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox, and a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see the wolf coming. You know what he's up to, but the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling. And you take him for there are many.
I mean, Malcolm X knew what he was talking about when it came to liberalism. Yeah, absolutely, preach. The thing is it didn't stop with Lillard alone. You also had.
Let me guess. Ruffalo, the usual suspects.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah,
Cranston's pretty. He's pretty left. So
I didn't know that till
he's been quiet though for some time. So he must be does he have a new show coming out?
Yeah, he has that. What was it? The TV show that he first started, not Breaking Bad, the one before that. Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle comes out in 26. The new version where he said they're having a trans kid. They're introducing a trans character.
Oh, that's right.
I think he is dangerous, and quite frankly, I don't think he's that smart. I really don't. I think he's very good at a specific thing, and that is branding himself. I think he knows how to sell himself, and that's because of his narcissism, that he cannot allow himself not to be seen as a winner. I think he is dangerous.
Yeah. So he went off. Yeah. And
I would love if any of these celebrities, like, please, like, if you're an American celebrity that doesn't like Trump or doesn't like America, like, let me know and I will happily take your place in America. Like, I've been waiting 4 fucking years for my American visa. I don't hate America like you guys do. Just give me your spot and you'll be fine. You can live in this communist hellhole instead.
See, I think that's the problem is that most of them haven't lived anywhere else. And I think that's necessary. I almost think like it's like in Greece, you have mandatory military service once you graduate high school, unless you go to college, and then it just gets postponed till after you finish university, but you still got to go for 2 years. So maybe it's like you have to go to the worst places on earth. Like you graduate from high school, you got to spend 6 months in a socialist or communist country.
You get perspective. That's what that does, right? That's why military personnel have such a rational understanding of what the world is really like and what the government is actually doing, because they have that perspective now, having been, in the minefield, so to speak. But none of these people have that. Like, seriously, come live in Canada for a little bit, experience how expensive it is, how terrible the healthcare is, how backwards government is. See how that feels when you truly aren't listened to and you have no freedoms whatsoever, and then complain.
100%. And then we also had, I agree with Vex 100%. But we also had Woody Harrelson, which I didn't know he was a lefty.
I didn't either, because his dad was a mob killer or something like that.
Yeah, some kind of contract killer. But
yeah, I thought he was kind of base this whole time, but all right.
That's what I thought, because I've seen some of his past interviews. Did you know that, Verbal, that he was a lefty?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was, a conservative either. I thought he was just one of those guys who kind of towed the line or was, somewhere in the middle.
Right.
I didn't think he was a leftist though.
I thought he had a brain. I thought he had common sense. Okay, forget politics. I thought he had common sense.
Now, understand though, he does smoke a lot of weed. So like a lot. So we might be catching him on a weird day. You know what I mean?
Well, this is from 2.5 years ago, and then I'll show you the one from 48 hours ago.
I used to dream about being a Secret Service agent, but then that passed when I realized the character that I liked on television was actually an actor playing a Secret Service agent.
Okay.
But luckily, I didn't become a Secret Service agent. I'd be having to protect Donald Trump right now, and that just wouldn't sit well.
No, you would have a very big job right now to do.
Yeah, I'd be wanting to slip him some cyanide instead of jumping in front of a bullet. I shouldn't say these things.
Should not be saying.
Okay, well, I guess. Well, there, it's out there. It's out there.
Dang, if Brie Larson is telling you to pipe down, bruh.
You got troubles. Yeah, and then here he is from, I think, 48 hours ago, 72 hours ago. Once again, opening the boca.
I wish there were a way to get rid of that son of a and get in a great president, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen, and I don't know how much he's going to continue to foment hatred. We have a guy running this country who has unearthed a lot of bigotry and a lot of racism, and it seems to be more virulent than ever. So, yeah, it's strange how it seems like we're going backward. And yeah, I wish that there were a way to...
You know what? I still think Michael Jordan said it best. He's like, even Republicans buy sneakers. Like, he didn't talk about politics.
Yeah, and I think some of these celebrities are starting to finally kind of get the message, right? Like we see like Jennifer Lawrence speaking out. Obviously Sydney Sweeney, she's been big this past couple of weeks because of her, defiance to the being led by the media. So I mean, we see celebrities speaking out a little bit more than we have for sure, which we wouldn't have seen if Kamala would have won.
Oh no. I think we would be looking like Canada today.
Yeah, exactly. My thing is, the thing I never understand about these people is, number one, you have to know if you're an actor, and I'm sorry if I'm going to generalize here, you're probably not that smart. Okay, like no, you're not. Actors are talented people. Okay, talent and brains are two different things, guys. So you could be talented and be the dumbest motherfucker in the world. So, let's just put that out there. These people aren't that bright. And when I say they're not that bright, it's because for me, right, if I'm trying to protect my bag, I want as many people, especially if I'm an actor, I want as many people watching whatever I do, right? I want as many people watching my shit as possible. I'm not trying to alienate half of my fan base or half of the people who would normally go watch my movie, right? They have no sense of like self-preservation when it comes to their own careers. And then when Hollywood suffers, when they're not working, they're sitting there looking like dumbasses, right? Because they can't get a job.
And then they wonder why Rachel Zegler can't get work because she opens her mouth, and she did it this week too. I don't have a clip
I
now.
think people need to understand the anatomy of this, guys. When we say that this business is not doing well, that means that people are not being hired, meaning grips, meaning people who work the camera, people who work the lights. If those people aren't working, the actors aren't working. So
you're talking about under the line staff.
Yeah,
like
this
everybody who makes
everybody.
it.
So when those actors sit there and say dumb shit and their movie bombs, they are okay. Look, obviously these are all narcissists. They don't care about anybody else. But if they did for half a second, they would realize they're putting so many other people out of work, right? Because no one's going to support it.
They're not. But there's also a sense of where they're just plain tone deaf. The country has shifted from when it was under Biden. Their bubble may not have, but the country has. So it's like you're saying you would have at least a little bit of a survival mechanism, that lizard brain, which says, I got to recalibrate here. Maybe I should just focus on the film, the project, the music, just tone it down. But we have Wicked coming out now.
Oh,
and of course, you got Skeletor and Starvation Dummy, who decided to help bury Hollywood a little bit more with their stupidity.
We love you.
We love you too.
You're amazing. And thank you for believing in us.
We love you very much.
Do you have a message for the queer fans who are watching this?
We love you. We love you. We love you.
We love you. We love you. We love you. And Oz has always been a queer place, a safe place for queer people, for every different color of the rainbow, for everybody. Read the L. Frank Baum books. It's the truth. You're safe with us. We love you so much.
That part.
The gayer, the better.
Do you have a message for the Gumpy stars?
Oh, we love you too.
We love you too. Where is our camera?
We love you.
We love you too.
You're amazing.
We love you.
And thank
The
you
most
for believing
annoying,
in us.
the most annoying pair in Hollywood, man.
Can I make a hot statement on that?
Yes.
I don't think this is that bad. Simply because like most of the fan base that would be like Wicked has always been a very progressive IP. The books lean into that stuff as well. So this is them speaking to the target demographic for Wicked. So I don't agree with the message myself, but if I'm someone that likes Wicked, I'm probably going to like that. So
Sure.
You don't think it should be targeted towards you? So you don't think this is targeted towards kids? Like I thought kids were going to Wicked. I didn't see Wicked.
Kids can go to Wicked too,
25 years.
Wicked's
These are
pretty
for-
universal.
Yeah, it's usually just a lot of like middle-aged white women that like Wicked, you know? And middle-aged white women love all this progressive stuff. Like to them, it's just
And
Go
middle-aged gays.
there you go. Yeah, a lot of gays love
A lot
Ariana
of gays
Grande.
love it, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they're talking to their target demographic. I don't agree with it, but I don't see anything wrong with it. Like market how you got to market your movie to whoever.
Right, but I
I would agree with you when it comes to Wicked. Sure, I think Wicked as its own lore.
Right.
Lot of women, a lot of gays. But as someone who's read all of the Frank Baum book, all of the original Oz books, like. There was nothing inherently.
I don't
gay.
remember anything gay in the book.
There was nothing gay about the Oz books, and I read all of them. So I
read in school.
I don't remember it being super gay, like you know what I mean. Like, but by the same token, I don't remember it being like super heterosexual. Like it wasn't like
it's a fantasy for. I thought it was a fantasy for kids,
like men and women, or men and men. Like it had nothing to do with either of that. So
yeah, the Wicked thing is just its own spin-off.
It's its own thing, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. But like, if I had those two actresses talking the same way about like I don't know, a Predator movie, then I'd be like, well, what the fuck are we doing here? Like gay demographic and all this LGBT stuff is not for a Predator fan base. So
it has its place, man. And
Exactly.
I'll be honest, like there's things that like if they're just honest about what they are, it'd be a lot more enjoyable, right? For me, like I enjoyed the first Wicked movie. I thought it was good.
Yeah, you told me I didn't see it, but you saw
a
it.
good review. Like it was actually a solid movie. I've seen the live musical 3 times before the movie even came out. So like I wouldn't say I'm a super fan, but I think it's a very good musical. Right.
You can appreciate it for what it is.
Right. In the same way Grease is, in the same way a lot of
I love
musicals
Grease.
it's just a good musical. That's all. So yeah, I guess them saying that this fan base is inherently gay, sure. I'll buy that.
Do you think maybe that was a response to that new report by GLAAD, which was stating something like, what was it, 41% of LGBTQ characters currently on TV have been erased or canceled?
I need to see proof of that because I don't.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
that
I do.
article?
I saw those numbers. I don't buy those numbers. You got to show me some proof of that.
Right. GLAAD put them out. Have no idea if they're true or not, but I know they've been talking about it a lot. Plus, we had Ellen Barkin decided to open her mouth up. Now, I knew she was a nut job.
Also, when's the last time she worked?
That I have no idea, but she gave a statement yesterday. What is the difference between ICE arresting and disappearing thousands of innocent people and the Gestapo herding millions of Jews into cattle cars bound for death camps? Asks an actress we've all seen naked. It's John Nolte writing.
Yeah.
It's from Ellen Barkin. So she's going around comparing ICE to Nazis and saying that the United States is now worse than Nazi Germany because we're supposedly killing people and experimenting on them somewhere, besides giving them a free ticket home.
And by disappearing people, what we're doing is, rounding up people who are here illegally and sending them back to where they came from. So if that's what the Nazis did, fine, right? But something tells me that's not what the Nazis did.
No, they didn't. You know what, though, I loved about this week? Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
He set everybody straight.
That has thrown you in jail, But there's something about having heroes that are unattainable for you. That way they can stay in that magic spot. So I think we've lost magic and mystery and all these things.
Well, it certainly happens when you hear actors talk about politics. Mm-hmm. When actors become activists, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Oy. I
donate to a lot of charities, mainly children's stuff, but nobody knows it. I don't go to the award show and talk about it when I'm getting my award. It's like Ricky Gervais said in that skit of his, he said, look, come up here, accept your little award and fuck off.
Yeah.
I think, first of all, unless you have really studied stuff and really know about a subject fully, who the hell would want to listen to an actor or a musician talk about politics? You know what I mean? It's like, are we supposed to follow this? I mean, if we are, what if they lead you down the wrong road? And, and politically, I call myself a radical moderate. I'm like very strong in my opinions, but my opinions don't belong to any political party. And, I just look at what makes sense. And I think we need a common sense party in this country. That's actually what I think we need.
Yeah.
It's just figure it out. It's pretty easy to figure out what this is all about,
I think he was based out. I didn't know he was that based. I've always enjoyed his work.
That's not even that base. That's just being normal.
Right,
like,
but
that's how
today
most normal people think.
But for Hollywood, it's based. I mean, there we go again. The camera heard the truth and it fainted. I've discovered it's not a technical glitch. It can't handle the truth. We continue. No, I like Billy Bob. And it's funny. Someone just said it in the chat a second ago. What was it? It's weird. Josh said it always. It's weird when Billy Bob Thornton is Shane. Just as great. The guy who used to have the blood dangling around his neck from, what was it, Jolie?
Angelina Jolie, yeah.
And he's sane. I mean,
Can you imagine what would have happened to him if that marriage had lasted 10 years longer? My goodness.
Wow.
poor guy would have no career anymore.
I mean, that's a whole other topic, man. I mean, not just the quantity, man, but the quality of ass Billy Bob Thornton has gotten in Hollywood is
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah,
it's up there with David Spade. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it was after he got Jolie. They're like, she must know something we don't, and they just all started lining up for him.
Yeah.
Didn't he get like Giselle Bundchen? It's like it was like a whole.
He's gotten a lot of starlets in Hollywood, man. And you know what? I've met the guy a few times actually, and you know,
Is he the same in person?
He's a very just laid back, cool guy, man. Like he doesn't take this stuff very serious. I mean, he takes his work serious, but outside of that, he doesn't take the industry serious, I should say.
Was that at a Diddy? Was that at a Diddy party? Just curious.
No, this is at a screening of one of his newer films.
Which one?
You know what? It was not a sequel. It was it's in the series of
Landman.
No. And you got to forgive me because I'm not a big follower of this comedy. It's the comedy where, you know, like you have that guy who, and I apologize if he doesn't really have downs, but he looks like he has downs. And you know, there's always the meme of him with the big Coke bottle glasses and his eyes are like really big. Like I wish I could remember the name of that. Like I don't know the name of that series, but Billy Bob Thornton was in that last movie, and me and Gore went to the Directors Guild to watch a screening of it. So we got to hang out with him and a bunch of other people that were there. Duff McKagan was there from Guns N' Roses, a bunch of other people because they were in the film. So.
Gotcha.
But no, Billy Bob he's a cool guy, man. He's just a normal dude.
Cool. I like it. For me, he's based because of Hollywood. In normal society, you know what? I got into an argument the other day. Someone was saying how they're moderate. And I was like, you know, to me, obviously my opinion, I think being a moderate is good when you're in a time when you're not looking at just survival. Like when you're in a time where everything is working well, where there's a kind of like you've reached like a homeostasis, like the late 90s, I would say is when we peak. You could be a moderate and it didn't impact anything. It's like, you can go do whatever you want to do because there weren't the crazies kind of canceled each other out and everybody with common sense was living life and running things. But I think when you get to such an extremist point in a culture, in a nation, you need a counterbalance to it. And being moderate, it doesn't move the needle. It's just like, I'm just going to sit here in the middle. Like you need to move it to one side in order to start balancing it out, kind of like a seesaw. It's like you got someone sitting in the middle of the seesaw, but an elephant's on the other side. Well, you ain't moving it at all. It's just, you're just sitting in the middle. That's my opinion.
But also Hollywood used to be a pretty moderate place, man. Like
time ago.
It's only been like this recent garbage, man, where like all of a sudden everybody's on the extreme left. Like Hollywood used to be fairly, I would say even close to middle, man, for the most part. You know, you had a few nut jobs like Jane Fonda, but for the most part, they were fairly normal people.
When do you think that changed? Late 80s? Not late 80s.
No.
2000s?
I'm gonna say like around 2000, as soon as the woke stuff began, like really got pushed. And
so 2010, 2015.
I'm gonna say around 2000. I would even go 2013 or 14, right? I think that's when we started to really notice the push, right? That's when Hollywood took a side, like a
publicly
side.
Picked a side.
Yeah.
Because it used to be before, you know, rah, rah, shish, boom, bah, you cheer for the country or say nothing.
Yeah.
Talk about your movie or say nothing.
Yeah.
That was it.
Because you got to remember, back in the 80s, man, we had a lot of pro-America movies.
Oh,
right?
wow.
All of our action films were pro-America, man. The Rambos, the Chuck Norrises, you know, I mean, that was a big deal. And it was all about, you know, pro-America. And all of that kind of went away towards the 2000s.
Oh yeah, we did. Red Dawn, the Gene Hackman film.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. But the crazy, unfortunately, doesn't only just stay in politics. Did y'all hear about that French influencer? Well, that's what he calls himself. He was given 6 months in prison about 90 days ago. He got out on a bond and repeated the same thing he was doing, and supposedly they're tacking on an additional 6 months.
Was he brown?
No. How would you react to this if this happened to you? You're sitting down outside minding your own business, and this jackass comes up and sticks you with a needle.
He sucks one with a needle?
Yep. That's what he does. He goes around and sticks people with a needle for views.
I'm afraid I would have to beat his ass. Like I
agree.
Like I would take the jail time. I'd take it.
I agree. I agree with you.
That's a strange one. Like I thought the Bluebell ice cream licking one was a strange trend, but
I haven't seen that one.
But also,
that was a few years ago. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say you don't fuck around with that, man. You don't.
No.
Stick someone with a fucking needle. That's.
Mm-hmm.
He says there's only water in it. He told the judge nothing else. Like you still don't do it.
That's not the point. Yeah, that's
And are you and you're sticking the same one in everybody? I mean, it's.
And what if he hits a vein? Like honestly, that could be attempted murder, man.
I agree with you, but he goes, and most people either just run away, but he always runs away. I think only one person tried to beat his ass.
Mais, depuis mois d'octobre, le chien, ben, casse-toi.
Ah! What are you doing?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Ça va pas, non? Connard, casse-toi.
Crazy. I thought he should get a couple of years or more in jail.
I mean, the only way they're going to learn is if they get like real jail time, man. Like, I don't know who are these judges that we're putting in office, man? Like, well, I guess this is in the UK, right?
This is France.
Okay, then never mind.
It all makes sense then.
But it's the same thing in France. You remember that guy? What was his name? The guy from last year who kind of like went really viral on it was TikTok. Then
Johnny Somali, that guy.
No. Then he went on Piers Morgan. He was the guy who was breaking into homes. Like he would videotape himself. Somebody in the chat remember he actually went into a home. He broke into the home. A mom was there with her 2-month-old baby, and he went and hovered over the carriage, the baby carriage, until the mom saw him. And he's like, "I'm going to kill you," until she freaked out, and then he ran out of the house. So he'd do that. He'd like, "I'm going to kill you. What are you going to do about it?" Like he'd walk up to people.
Wait, again, was that in
that was UK, and
UK.
He only got I think 3 months, 6 months, 3 months. But he was going up to people, like he would go up in the middle of the night to girls and like, "I'm about to choke you out, I'm about to kill you," and he'd have people who were filming it across the street. One boyfriend of a girl beat his ass.
The UK is like Thunderdome, man. Like
It is.
It really is. Like I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what happened to the UK, but they have lost their way.
Oh God, yeah. I'm trying to remember his name. Broke into because he went on Piers Morgan, and Piers tried to nail him down and was saying how disgusting. When the guy's like, "You told me you weren't going to say stuff like that."
The only way these guys will learn, man, I'm telling you, is they got to get real time in a real prison. You know what I mean? Like you put them in Gen Pop, right, for like a few years. They're probably going to change their tune.
His name Gen Pop for a month. Like these guys would barely survive a month in a regular prison, to be honest. So.
Oh yeah, his name was Mitzi. TikToker who broke into homes was named Mitzi.
That's ringing a bell.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe these guys have to become somebody's prison wife, for a while to really like learn their lesson.
I guess so. Here though, did y'all ever watch The Night Manager with Hiddleston?
No, I never saw it.
Well, here is season 2. I actually watched it. It was halfway decent. A couple of good episodes in it. But now It is returning. If I can pull it up and find it.
How many episodes was the first season?
I can't remember. It was too long ago. No, literally, that's the funny thing. It's one of those things again where it was so long ago. I don't remember it. I'd have to rewatch it.
Let's see.
At least it felt like it was forever ago. That's the one thing I hate about streaming. I grew up in a time when a show was over 3 months later, the next season began. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Verbal?
I remember that. Oh wow, this was 2016. The first season was.
There you go. I knew it was
13 episodes. Oh, and Olivia Colman's in here.
Oh, I completely forgot.
So almost 10 years ago.
Almost 10 years ago, yeah.
Wow.
Well, it doesn't come out till next year, so it will be 10 years.
Yeah, you're right.
Before I place, who is supposed to be on board with something like that from 10 years ago? Like, are you supposed to remember the story? Are you supposed to like rewatch it again?
I mean, it depends on what you're bringing back. I'm sure if they made a third season of Mindhunter, everyone would be really happy about that, right?
I would be.
But yeah, this was I remember when this show was being advertised because I think it was AMC, if I remember correctly. And there wasn't a lot of buzz online for it. So maybe it's gotten a cult following since, but I just remember this fizzling.
I agree. It must be the Hiddleston factor.
He's not relevant though anymore.
Shall we begin?
A good point.
Is there anything keeping you awake at night? And romantically, any developments on that front?
Huh?
Welcome to Colombia. A lot of intelligence officers come through this room. The ones I really worry about say nothing. And then one day, they explode. Tell me who you really are.
I am the man who will not explode.
Interesting.
That's a strange trailer because it doesn't really tell me anything.
No, I'm starting to remember bits and pieces. You have to know this first season for it to make sense.
Okay. I mean, if you're trying to entice people to watch this, there's no plot. There was a weird threesome in there for some reason. Don't know what Tom Hiddleston is supposed to be or do. It's not a very good cut trailer.
I think the only draw here is if you really like the first season, you'll probably come back.
Mm-hmm.
The other draw though is I think Tom Hiddleston is still a draw. I think he's still somebody that people want to watch. So I guess I'm not that excited for it, but then again, I didn't see the first season. So
did you see? You think he's going to be in Doomsday?
How can
you have your sources from Marvel? Have they said anything?
You know what's funny, man, is I do, and I have not even talked to them about Doomsday. Like it's not that I'm not interested in or don't care. Well, I don't care, but
I know.
But I in a weird way, I kind of want to be surprised. In a weird way, like so, I've been avoiding getting information from my people because I'm like, I kind of want to go into it as blank as possible.
You mean like a normie?
Yeah, I almost like a normie. I just want to kind of experience it, right? So I haven't been asking questions about Doomsday or Secret Wars.
Okay, well, I could see that. That's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
I have heard a few things, but even then, I'm hoping that it's just
because there's something opening that I read earlier when I was getting ready for the show, and I'm trying to remember it. Something is opening on the very same day as Doomsday.
It was supposed to be Dune 3.
Yes, Dune. That's right, Dune 3. It's going to be opening on the same day.
I don't think that's going to happen. One of them
I thought they moved it.
No, they didn't. It was World of Real confirmed it today. It's opening on the same day. They're saying, will it make another Barbenheimer effect?
No. This is a huge mistake. One of those movies has to move their date.
Okay.
They have
Agreed.
to because
I think
they're going to eat each other, and it's not going to be a good thing.
You know what? I think that Dune will eat its lunch because do you know he didn't go digital this time? Villeneuve went full film, Kodak.
Oh.
He's doing the film aesthetic to make it epic.
And the thing is that the Dune movies have been very consistent, man. They've been very good. So if I were Marvel, I don't know if I'd want to compete with Dune.
I'm also just thinking like Dune was actually like even if you didn't particularly like the movies, it was a cinema event, right?
Yeah.
It was worth watching on the big screen. So there's that draw on. Nobody cares about. Honestly, they could come out at the same time, but like you're right, they'd be shooting themselves in the foot because movies don't spend more than 3 weeks in the theater now.
Right,
yeah.
So there's no money to be made, and if I have to pick how much, like if I'm on a budget and I got to pick a movie to go see,
Which one?
Dune is more worth it on a
Hell
big
yeah.
screen. I don't want to just see more recycled kind of CGI effects and
I'm gonna be honest with you.
of flashbacks.
I'm Dune all the way.
If Disney were smart, if they were smart, they would have dropped Doomsday on Thanksgiving weekend. If they were smart.
By my tongue slip. By what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, Doomsday is supposed to be on the anniversary of when Endgame dropped. That's their whole
The spring, yeah.
You know what? That's fine.
or Infinity War, one or the other.
That would have meant something, you know, if we didn't get phase 4 or 5 or whatever, right? Like if we didn't get this current phase of bullshit, then that would mean something. But that doesn't mean anything anymore. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I think most people are going to watch Doomsday because they're just kind of like, I want to see how this shit ends. Right?
You don't think they'd go to Doom because Dune? It's supposedly also filmed for IMAX, and I mean the whole thing.
Oh no, I'm saying people will go see Dune. I mean Doomsday,
Doomsday.
Doomsday. I think people just want to see how this shit ends, right? Like I think they're done with the MCU, they're done with Disney, but there's still some people like me who are kind of completist, and I think if there were ever a jumping off point, it would probably be Secret Wars, where you could be like, you know what? Okay, I've seen everything the MCU has to offer. I'm done, right?
Right.
Because that's before they start the new shit. And depending on how these two movies go, this probably might be the end of the MCU.
So you don't think there again, like what the Insider was saying is that Disney insiders were looking to do a repeat of Barbenheimer. That's their whole marketing strategy.
I haven't heard anything about the marketing strategy. I've heard they are coming out the same day, and I just think it's a mistake.
You don't think lightning will strike twice, is what you're saying?
Oh, absolutely not, man.
Yeah.
I don't. And what's crazy to me is, why isn't Doomsday a summer movie?
Good point.
Why is it coming out in December?
Actually, holidays are a good time for Doomsday to come out.
You think?
You think so? When all the
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking like aside from the Avatar movies are the easiest example to go to, but like look at like a movie that wasn't good, like the last Aquaman movie. I think it still made like $600 million, even though like nobody gave a shit about it. But it was Christmas time, right? Christmas time is when all the families get together. A lot, like we used to do like family movie theater like days out on Christmas Day as well. 4 or 5 tickets easily sold. It's easy appeal for everyone. Oh, everyone has enjoyed a Marvel movie at some point. Christmas is actually a great time to drop it, especially since the last couple of years, like the only big things dropping around Christmas have been like Oscar bait.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I know this year the big Christmas movie is Avatar, right? Like that's
Avatar. Hey, did you see what the runtime is they announced today? 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Absolutely not.
There better be an intermission in there.
No intermission. No intermission. But Kill Bill will have an intermission. It's 4 hours and 26 minutes.
I'm looking more forward to that than anything coming out this year.
Yeah, because it's got an extra 15 minutes plus the anime.
Yeah.
Plus the anime, but it's 4 hours and 26 minutes.
I just think that, you know, for Doomsday to come out next year, Christmas time, so what do they have leading into that?
Nothing.
No, hold on. There's a couple shows. There's a couple shows that are coming out in
Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
But no film.
Oh, Spider-Man. I'm sorry. Spider-Man's coming out before it. So I guess there's a lead in there, right?
Which one is that? That was after
the new Spider-Man does. Is it
Spider-Verse or Spider-Man?
No, Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Brand New Day. Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
So it's got to have something of Doctor Doom in there, I suppose.
Yeah, so we have Wonder
like an end
Man
credit.
in January, then Daredevil Born Again season 2
Ugh.
in March, then Vision Quest late 2026, and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is also scheduled for late 2026.
Okay, so there are a few things coming out next
Yes,
year.
but films. What films? Just the
There's
Spider-Man?
only the Spider-Man film.
Okay.
Spider-Man and Doomsday.
Because that's what most people, we've seen the ratings. We've seen the ratings from Disney Plus. That doesn't heat anybody up anymore. I mean,
Nah.
almost no one watches that except for us who review stuff.
No, I got rid of my Disney Plus a while back, man. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, it's just come on. The Acolyte and then Ironheart was pretty much it for me. It was done.
So, but I guess there are some lead-ins to Doomsday next year. I guess I don't know, but
it'll be interesting. But we also have this teaser was dropped. Vex was telling me about earlier. I gotta just say one thing. When I heard the opening, I do miss old Madonna. I don't know if anybody else likes it. I miss old
Madonna was amazing, man.
She was. I don't know what the hell happened to her, but it's like she lost her mind. I do miss the old Madonna. I went to her concerts when I was a kid.
You know what it is? Is relevancy is her kryptonite, and you know, she's she's trying so hard to hold on to it, man, and it left her like 30 years ago.
Right, but all she had to do is just transition, move into the next phase of her career, different music, but she's still trying to do.
She doesn't need a next phase, man. She's living off of kind of like all the royalties of her highlight phases because she had that revival moment in the late 2000s, early 2010s.
That's right, she did, yeah.
Right. So like, bro, she can just kind of like, she can be crazy. She can live out, the long-term effects of being in the Hollywood spotlight and doing all those drugs now. She's fine. She's good, bro. Let her be.
But it's just sad to see her now falling off stages and
God. Or no, come on, doing that. What was it with what she's done to her face? She looks like a space alien.
She looks like the Jigsaw puppet.
Yeah, exactly. But do you remember the metal book she put out? You remember the big metal book?
Oh yeah, yeah.
With all her nudes. I still have a collector.
Sex book?
Yeah, it was the sex book. It was like this huge metal book. When I went to Barnes and Noble years ago, it's like you had to show your ID to buy it because it
was literally called the sex book.
Yeah, she was naked throughout it, and
that was a big thing back then, though.
What are you talking about? They were sold out everywhere, and she had pictures with Vanilla Ice where he was bending her over, and it was like Vanilla Ice.
That was a wild time, man.
Yeah, it was a day of cocaine.
The 90s were, yeah.
It was a crazy time.
Miranda? Took you long enough?
Does this have an audience anymore, Vex?
I really liked the first movie, even though it's like a women's movie or whatnot. I do like was Miranda, what's her face? Meryl Streep's character. I liked that character quite a bit. It's a good question though. I don't know if this will hold people.
How long has it been? How long has it been? 15 years or longer?
2000. I feel like it came out like 2008 or something like that. It's been a while. Yeah,
it's been a long while.
17 years. Wow.
None of these actors, aside from Emily Blunt, like I know Emily Blunt has just steadily grown her fan base ever since the first movie, but Anne Hathaway doesn't sell tickets. Meryl Streep has kind of destroyed her reputation over the last 10 years after the Me Too stuff. Stanley Tucci, people still love Stanley Tucci, but he's a gay side character. So in modern times, that's not going to carry over very well. But I don't think this will do. it didn't need a sequel on top of that because Andy had kind of gone through her transformation, right? Anne Hathaway's character.
Right.
So she'd kind of been through the click stuff. She'd been through the fashion world and she kind of figured out this is not for me, but it's an experience I can grow from. So for her to go back to Miranda and go back to fashion kind of undoes her entire arc of the first movie.
Now I'm going to show the last trailer because I just saw it. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but it caught my attention. I'm like, I want to see this.
Mata, 刀を抜くおつもりですか?
金が手に入りそうなんだ。必ず戻る。
これより皆様に参加していただく遊びの名は孤独。手段は問いません。木札を奪い合うのです。
1点目。生き残る気はあるか？
行きたい。
俺から離れるな。見つけたぞ。クラクション！陸を見けば私が必ず再興させる。
これは神に供物を捧げる道具だ。
裏にいる奴らは相当にでかい。お前たちは何者だ？あれは化け物だ。もうすぐ全て滅びる。やめろ
You know, George, I had this show on my like watch list because I was like, oh, the premise sounds interesting, and after that trailer, I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay.
I'm in. It looks pretty good.
It looks fun. Samurai, Ronin. What did you not like?
It doesn't look Asian. It looks like a bunch of white people just cast a bunch of Japanese people in a show and decided, oh, we're Japanese now. The music matchup was
the music sucks. The music sucks. Yeah. I agree. The music is bad.
I'm not a fan of the way that it was cut together too. It kind of reminded me of Squid Game almost, which is kind of strange given that this is samurai. I don't know. I'm not interested anymore.
I could see that point, but the only thing I want to check out is if the music was just for the trailer. Like, was that someone's bad decision to push a trailer that way?
I think sometimes it is.
Because I've seen trailers where the music doesn't exist in the movie. It's just for the trailer.
No, that's fair. But I'm also just thinking like for samurai stuff, usually you're looking for something that is a lot more like stoic and concentrated. It doesn't look like a generic action film. So seeing that kind of story just turn like the way you chose to market it was as a generic action film. That's a little worrying.
I could see that. Did you ever see Blue-Eyed Samurai?
That's been on my watch list for
a while. Oh my God, that is phenomenal. That is hands down a must watch.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't heard a bad thing about it. Everyone I know that's watched it raves about it.
Masterful story, beautiful animation, and just very well done. All right, we're gonna have our last story we're gonna do, and then we're out of here. But I think we have Eric K for $5. Put Dr. Doom in a Santa suit and have him trying to ruin Christmas. I love it. That's probably what that is what they're doing. And Blitzen, always great to see you for $10. The 4 C's, coffee, cigarettes, cocaine, and cocktails made a great society. And they made great movies. George's reaction. I liked it. I just didn't like the music. I agree with Vex there. The music to me.
Oh, the music is awful, but it looks fun.
Because I love samurai films ever since Yojimbo.
Yeah,
and I loved the last.
For me, it was Seven Samurai. That was the first
Seven Samurai. Oh God, yeah,
first samurai movie I've ever seen. Yeah,
Toshiro Mifune, the man.
Yeah,
he is the man. Absolutely. Now we had a big You know, in a world full of crisis, famine, war, starvation, it seems like those aren't big enough problems. Nope. The Rap decided that they don't count for anything. What's going to pit brother against brother and cause civil war? Podcasting's diversity problem.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Podcasting's diversity problem. 64% of hosts are males, 70% are white. USC study finds.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's times where there's times where you reach a level of stupid that you can't even grasp because it's that far like down the rung.
Yeah.
I what does this even mean? Right? Like
I was talking about it with Vex last night when I brought up, I was like, I'm sending you something stupid in a message.
And let me ask you this: how do you fix the diversity problem in podcasting?
That's an interesting question,
right? How do you fix it? Because none of us are hired by anybody.
I know,
right? There's no company hiring podcasters. So how do we fix this?
They think education is the first step, but when you read into the full USC study, they are trying to apply pressures to YouTube, TikTok,
to do what?
To balance out, to be more inclusive. Basically, the problem is in the top 100 slots and then in the top 500 slots, they're saying it is not representative of society as a whole.
Dude, the market decides.
I agree with you.
The market decides who's on top.
I agree. It says right here, women of color were least likely to host podcasts. 6.6% of the top 100 podcast hosts were women of color, as were 8.1% of the 592 popular podcasts examined.
Also, nobody's stopping Black women from doing a podcast.
Nope.
Nobody.
No one's stopping anyone from doing a podcast. It goes, here too, podcasts fall behind other forms of entertainment as 12.7% of leads, co-leads, 22.6% of series regulars, and 15.4% of popular music. But you know what? They go on further. They're saying it's not only the hosts of the show, it's the guests are majority white. Almost part.
You know where there's a real diversity problem? OnlyFans. There's a big diversity problem there. Men don't make any fucking money on OnlyFans. Only the women. Right? Where's the justice?
Where's the justice? I think
where's the equality?
It's just a crazy article. If y'all go check it out, it's going to blow your mind the way that they're trying to justify everything. They're saying there are not enough women. There are not enough minority voices in the top 100 positions, the top 500, and it goes on and on and on. They're not properly representing, and they're not incentivized to do so. I don't know how you incentivize people.
You don't incentivize people, and there's no way to even the playing field, man. The market decides who's on top.
Right.
If people like your fucking podcast, they'll watch it. If they don't, they won't. If they don't know about your podcast, that's on you as the creator of your own channel to market your show.
I agree. I said it was crazy. And here's this last thing I got to show y'all that they have already created and will be coming out next year in full force. I thought it was AI at first. It is not. I'm not buying it.
It looks, smells, and tastes like the butter we're all familiar with, but without the farmland, fertilizers, or emissions tied to that typical process. And this butter breakthrough, it's happening right here in Batavia. In the middle of an industrial park in a suburb west of Chicago, something unprecedented is happening.
So you're using this gas right now to cook your food. And we're proposing that we would like to first make your food with that gas.
The company is called Savor, and you better believe it. Their pioneering tech uses carbon and hydrogen to make the stick of butter you see on this plate.
This is pretty novel to be able to make food that looks and tastes and feels exactly like dairy butter, but with no agriculture whatsoever.
And no long ingredient list the average person can't pronounce.
It's really just our fat, some water, a little bit of lecithin as an emulsifier, and some natural flavor and color.
How? Fats are made up of carbon and hydrogen chains. The goal here, replicate those chains without animals or plants. And they did it. They tell me to simplify. They take carbon dioxide from the air and hydrogen from water, heat them up and oxidize them. The final result?
It looks like a wax, like a candle wax at first.
But they're fat molecules. Like,
Absolutely not.
That's what I thought. There we go. But they're going to be selling it. They're going to be promoting it to replace butter because it doesn't impact the environment. And they say it tastes exactly the same. I'm like, I call bullshit.
Yeah, they got to stop with this witchcraft, man. Like
witchcraft. That's a good way to put it.
I mean, that's really what it is. It's just, technological with witchcraft. It's who the hell wants to eat butter that has no dairy in it?
Not me.
Right? Like just nothing natural whatsoever in your butter.
Nope. Do not want to do it. Never. But imagine that they have spent the money. You know who one of its key backers is?
Soros?
Gates.
I was close.
Yeah, you were close.
It doesn't surprise me. Bill Gates is the one who was pushing for the lab meat, right?
Yep.
He was the guy pushing that, we make meat in the lab instead of actually, killing cows like we have for like thousands of years. Right? So it doesn't surprise me.
Butter is good for you. Butter is actually good for you. That's how I was raised. That's what many people believe. And I didn't get a chance to ask you, did you see that new trailer for Amadeus? The new Amadeus one, trying to compete with the original masterpiece?
I haven't. I have no desire to see it, man.
But they're redoing it, and I'm like, what the hell?
And let me guess, he's super gay in this one.
They don't say. It's just really shitty. I just didn't even want to go further.
I mean, he was gay in the original, but I'd assume he'd be super gay now.
Well, he had a lot of women in the original too, if I remember.
That is true. He did have chicks.
He loved everything. I will say Quarter Black Garrett shared this the other day, and I wanted to share it with everybody because I think it was a perfect post. He reminded us, before we wrap up, how we used to have cartoons that actually had faith in them. I thought it was pretty brilliant.
Don't tell me about God. What kind of God would let men do?
Cool.
Yeah. I actually remember that. Yeah, no, there was a time, man, when, you can actually say the word, Jesus, in a cartoon or in a kid's show, and people weren't trying to burn you at the stake.
No, and you could also still have fun.
Yeah.
And you could still have fun.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like and not to play politics here, but what the left has done is they've tried to take God out of every institution.
Right.
And by the way, I'm not saying you have to believe in anything, right? This is America. What you believe is what you believe, right? If you want to be atheist, be atheist. Want to be Christian, Muslim, whatever, do you. But what the left has done is try to take God or Jesus or the Bible out of every single thing.
Yeah, because they know that communists know the number one enemy to communism is religion. It brings families together, it brings communities together. It's the one thing that's always stopped them. I've been working, like I had shared with you on Sunday, I've been working on this Elon Musk Rogan video about how everything has been designed to bring down the country as Musk was going on for 3 hours through one case after the other. And I've been looking back to video from the 50s and from the 60s where people were laying out the plan, where they were saying, here's how we're going to do it. Here's how we're going to take America without firing a shot. And it's fascinating how it's come true. And two things that communists feared the most: religion and the American people waking up enough. That was their those were their first two fears.
I've seen several videos talking about, where guys have talked about, and this is videos from like the 80s, from the 70s of, how if you were going to take over America, this is how you would do it, right?
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of those videos, and what's scary is, you're watching things happen now, and everything they talked about is literally the playbook for what we see now.
It is.
So,
it is. There's this. It's like how many people were celebrating on the left when Charlie Kirk was assassinated? That would never happen.
Enough to be ashamed.
Yeah, enough to be ashamed. And you still have people who are still doing it. I mean, it gets insane where we're at. That's why we continue to do what we do. But you had this guy. He's our last clip. He has gone insane since the government shutdown was.
And you know what? Look, man, I don't think Charlie Kirk was any kind of martyr, right? I don't think he was any kind of saint. He was just a guy who, was very good at debate, and he has some very good points, and I always give him his credit for that. My thing is, even if you're not a Charlie Kirk fan, right? Like, I get it, whatever. You're not a fan. You have some respect.
Right, if somebody was killed,
have some respect.
You wouldn't say that for anybody if someone was killed.
If not for him, for his children, man. Like, have some kind of respect. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And now they're going after his wife.
They are, of course, they're going to do that. And you have this guy. Just shows you that this whole government shutdown was about exacting a win for the left. They didn't care about people. They didn't care about benefits. They didn't care about children not eating. Everything that they said. Because they've been attacked since they announced it on Sunday night that Democrats like Fetterman were stepping over the line to put an end to the government shutdown. You've had, what's that guy's name? Harry Sisson?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I call him Harry Sissy. But yeah.
Harry Sisson, that's a better name. He's been saying, we're not going to forget you, the left. We're coming after you, the Democrats, because this is the new party. This is the Mamdani party. They're now trying to brand the Democratic Party as being taken over by Mamdani. Well, here's another one of them nutbags.
The capitulation of a few Senate Democrats is as backstabbing a betrayal as we will ever need to unite as a true Democratic Party and dismantle the leadership that put us in this position. Mamdani has shown us the way. It is time to end the era of the feckless Democrat, too scared to unify the party and stand up to Donald Trump, to stand up to lawlessness, and in this case, to fight for Americans. And let's remember, what Republicans are doing is robbing millions of Americans of their health insurance. It is horrible what Republicans are doing, and it is equally bad that Democrats have lost their spine in standing up to it. But this is the moment when we recognize that is the old Democratic Party, and it is time to make way for the new Democrats, who are born of courage and battle for the American people, not for bowing down out of fear.
Dude, get that guy a Snickers, man. He is hangry. He is
angry.
He is hangry.
He is hangry. But let me tell you something. He's not the only one. I keep warning people that the Democratic Party is not done. Like you have to finish off when you have an enemy. You have to crush them by doing good stuff for the American people. That's how you win. And the Republicans are not doing their job. They're letting America down. Not enough of them are, to my mind, the MAGA.
And by the way, there's no way in hell the Democrats will ever become a unified party because they're too wacky. They're too crazy. They eat their own on a daily basis, right? So there's no way they're ever going to be unified. And then you have the crazies who are literally at war with the moderates, man. The people like the Bill Maher's and the Cheryl Hines, the people who are like, middle of the road Democrats are at war with these crazy AOC type lefties now.
They are. And this is what James Carville says. It follows up with that guy, and then we're out of here. James Carville says this is their plan after they're back in power.
I want to talk to Chief Justice Roberts, Justice Alito, Justice Barrett, Justice Kavanaugh, Justice Gorsuch. I might be forgetting one. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. A Democrat is going to be elected in 2028. You know that. I know that. It's going to be a Democratic House. It's going to be a Democratic Senate. The Democratic president is going to announce a special Transition Advisory Committee on the reform of the Supreme Court, that we could have our third branch of government has lost the faith and trust of the American people, and his president are going to do everything alone. He's going to appoint a blue ribbon, maybe Judge Ludick and the dean of the, just the usual fucking suspects, all right? And they're going to recommend that the number of Supreme Court justices go from 9 to 13. That's going to happen, people. That's going to happen to you. They're going to win. They're going to do some blue ribbon panel of distinguished jurists, and they are going to recommend 13, and a Democratic Senate and House is going to pass it, and the Democratic president is going to sign it, because they have to do an intervention so we can have a Supreme Court that the American people trust again.
So that means a Supreme Court that Democrats run, because they don't like the fact that they don't run it, because if they make 13, they'll be able to pick 7, and they're like, well,
yeah.
Anyway,
it's all chicanery, man. It's like what's going on with California and this Prop 50 bill, right? It's all shenanigans.
How did that happen? You were in California. How in the world did that pass?
Again, as long as California stays a sanctuary state for illegals and women who want to mutilize their children, people will continue to vote for this ridiculous shit.
But it wasn't always like that. I remember it used to be California would sometimes be Republican, sometimes be Democrat. It would go back and forth.
Dude, there was a time when California, especially LA, I mean, yeah, we were liberal, but again, in that,
liberal, not left.
Yeah, we were liberal in the good sense of being a liberals, man. We just wanted people to, leave our music alone, stop trying to censor our video games. If we want to smoke weed, that should just be legal. We voted for that. We tried to, make that happen. We wanted, sex to be, unregulated. Like the things we fought for then as liberals goes against everything that they're about now. So
I agree.
And California is literally, a product of lunatics at this point.
Well, you saw your former governor, how he flew thousands of miles to complain about climate change, that the fires were caused by climate change.
Gavin Newsom is a psychopath, dude. He is a clown. But they vote for him. They vote for him. They had a chance to get rid of him in a special election.
I know.
And chose not to do it.
Unbelievable. All right, my friend Vex joined us today. She was having a little technical difficulties, but I was glad to have her. Hopefully she'll join us again. She said she'll catch you. Thank you. And I appreciate it. Thank you, Verbal, for coming on. Please, we're back. Unchained is back. Tell everybody what you got coming up, what you're doing next. Are you going to do the Thursday night show again?
Yeah, so I finally got all of my equipment, most of it back. So I could start, just going full time with the show again. So I've been busy, trying to get all that taken care of, adjusting to the new move, but also, and I got a shield because my book's coming out. So
where is it?
Yeah, right now it's in the editor's hands, and she's going through her third round of it. So once she's done, the book should be published at the end of this month, beginning of December. So it's coming very soon. And it's called Behind the Bar, The Bartender's Guide to Dating. Guys, I've been trying, I heard the cries. I'm going to get you laid. I'm going to get you laid, if nothing else. So I'm not saying I'm going to get you in a relationship, but I'll at least get you some ass. Okay?
I love it. I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to get a copy. We're going to push it everywhere. So beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for your support. I'm glad to be back. We're going to be here next Wednesday, but that means this Sunday coming up, we got Slayer Nation Live. And now that we're getting back in motion, I'm going to start doing also some solo live streams. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you all for your support. Bless you. Remember, decisions are made by those who show up to the fight. Everybody else can go F themselves. Love you always. Have a blessed week. Talk to you later.